Welcome everyone to another live stream hosted by the Yummy Project team. As you know, we at Yummy are a donation-centric organization, and we always look for charity projects to donate our funds to. We are very pleased to welcome our guests today, who have been doing some amazing work themselves. Joining us here today is Jamie Carragher. Jamie has played 737 games for Liverpool Football Club, was a Champions League winner in 2005, and is now a successful pundit and commentator for Sky Sports in the UK. Jamie is the founder of the 23 Foundation, which is the charity we will be donating to today. He is joined by Les Wright, who is the ambassador for the 23 Foundation as well. We're very happy to have you both here with us today. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, we're doing all right, Corey. Thanks for having us. We really appreciate the donation, and hopefully this partnership can work together again in the future.
Yeah,
awesome.
It's a fantastic opportunity to work together here with you. And as I say, Jamie and I discussed it. We just thought it was a fantastic opportunity, really, for us to be able to distribute some of the funds locally, and really that's the core of it, really.
Fantastic, awesome. Also joining us here is a familiar face to the Yummy community, Gags. Welcome back, buddy.
Nice one, thank you, Corey. How you doing, man? You okay?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Very good. This is exciting. This is amazing. We've got a superstar with us here today. He's so popular in the UK right now, Mr. Carragher. So much banter and so much fun and so much good analysis on TV. We watch it every week. So really good to have you with us, Jamie. Obviously,
Thanks,
I'm a
guys.
Liverpool fan. So you're a legend for me. You're a legend.
Course.
I was in Istanbul, buddy. I was there.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I think that stadium must have held about 500,000 people, because everyone I speak to is at that game and says they were there. But it was a game we'll never forget.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Awesome. So Gags, great to be with you again. I'd actually like to start with you, if that's okay. So how did this collaboration come to be compared to the last one that we worked on together?
So very similar, actually. So the last one, it was a little bit easier with Sir Kenny, because he was working on Anfield Index in terms of appears on app, but doesn't work. But there's a guest on Anfield Index very regularly, every couple of months. But with this one, again, it was through the podcast. Simon Brundish, a really good friend of mine, and also works with me, colleague on Under Pressure on our podcast channel. I knew, he spoke to me before that he's in touch with Jamie a few times. So I was like, dude, can you do me a big favor? We've got this donation we want to do to Jamie's charity that he founded. Can you get in touch? And honestly, I didn't think I'd hear anything back, but within a day, I'm in a group on Twitter, and Jamie's saying, here's my number. And we had a quick chat about it. And Jamie was like, yeah, this is fantastic. I'm all in. Just have a quick chat with Les, and that's it. Me and Les then got together, and throughout, I mean, it's taken a while to get here, but we've done some really good work, and everybody behind the scenes, Les has been a big help, and then Ray and Arthur, everybody who's involved has been so good to me, and it's just been a brilliant process. So here we are, and it's fantastic.
Yes, here we are. Fantastic. I love it. So back to Jamie. So Jamie, you founded the 23 Foundation in 2009. Can you provide us a little bit of background of how 23 Foundation came about and the history behind it?
Well, it came on the back of me having a testimonial game for Liverpool through 10 years of service. So we played against Everton in a game, and all of the money raised and the funds raised from dinners, and I think there was a golf day as well. We had a pot of about £1 million, and it was just, what do we do with it? Do we just distribute it straight away, across Merseyside, or do we create a foundation? And we created a foundation, which I think was a great idea at the time now, which has kept this charity going. We decided to call it the 23 Foundation because I was a little bit uneasy about calling it the Jamie Carragher Foundation. I thought it was a bit too maybe egotistical, and it all being about me, because I think the 23 Foundation is about a lot of people. Obviously, Les is on this call. He's a huge part of that. Mike Lepic, my dad's, has a big role, and we've got so many people who help us as well at the Community Foundation. So it's a real team effort, and that's why we decided to call it the 23 Foundation rather than the Jamie Carragher one. And we put that money away, if you like, and we use the interest every year, and other money that we generate through the year through me signing shirts and maybe going to certain events and situations like this as well. Lovely donations from yourself. And we distribute that across the region of Merseyside.
Amazing. Love it. Thank you so much. And now on to Les, if that's okay. Les,
Yeah.
I just want to bring you in here real quick. What kind of projects has the 23 Foundation been involved in? And what will today's donation be used for?
Well, we've helped so many different community groups throughout Merseyside. We've been heavily involved in the supply of food to the food banks, setting up like micro distribution centres where local people can go and get food parcels and the likes. Jamie ran around about 60 times or whatever, because we were short of PPE. So we actually raised about £1,000 in one day through Jamie and other celebrities around a roundabout, and all that money went to provide the protective masks. But more recently, we've become heavily involved in supporting the local Liverpool Disabled Supporters Association, and we've helped them with online projects, which is like feeding families. So we'll donate some food, and they'll be taught how to cook within the home. We've discussed, obviously, about the support of providing defibrillators for different community groups. And just today, we spoke with one of the local LDSA members, and we will be donating our first defibrillator to the Liverpool Disabled Supporters Association, to the sports centre that they train. And that's really, really one of the proudest things we can actually do.
That's just incredible. And it just seems that the donation and what you're talking about is for the right, it's the right time now, with COVID and what happened with Christian Eriksen. It just seems like what you guys are doing are literally saving lives. And that's just so impactful. Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that, sometimes you don't think of it, like that. But that's the whole point of the defibrillators. I mean, that's something that we've been involved in now for a good few years. The 23 Foundation, alongside the Oliver King Foundation, who, Oliver was a young boy from Liverpool, lost his life through the lack of a defib where he was. So his dad's really passionately set up this his foundation in honour of his son, and to try and put as many defibrillators around this country as possible. And we've joined forces, and we were looking from a sport and background in terms of every playing field, maybe sports centre throughout the city. But Oliver wants to take it further, and rightly so. And we're now almost getting together and trying to take it to Parliament and speak to the government of England that we want them in every school in this country, and that's sort of the next aim. So, the donation from, yourselves is going to be a big help for us, certainly distributing them around, Merseyside. We want to try and get them everywhere we can possible.
And that's why we're just so appreciative of you partnering with us, because while we know our mission is to, end hunger, but we're saving lives. We're still making an impact. This is just fantastic. And, thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. It's just so exciting. So thank you again. So
I'd also like to add.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'd also like to add as well, as part of the defibrillator process, providing training for the people within the sports centres as well. So we'll have like training day where they'll each be given a defibrillator, and they'll be professionally trained so that they can take that training. We'll get it videoed so that they can pass on to their own staff members as well. So it becomes, yet again, almost like a micro team around sports centres for the defibrillators.
That's just so awesome. I mean, and that's what gets us excited. That's what gets Gags excited, I'm sure, as well. Those type of impacts that this is all about, it's just incredible.
Really is.
So actually, we actually go back to Gags if that's okay. But either way, thank you again for both of your insights into the 23 Foundation. Again, we're inspired by your personal commitment to such a great cause. And so again, pivot back to Gags from Anfield Index and the soon to be launched Reds Digital Charity Project. Gags, we at Yummy are proud to partner with you as well for another exciting development in the digital charity space. Last time we were here on the stream together, we were talking about the importance of charity, but would it be more poignant to talk about the importance of looking after the local community as well today?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the best example. The 23 Foundation, what they're doing right now is looking after their local community, and they're going to spread over, obviously, all the way around Merseyside. And then, as Jamie's saying, there's an expansion in plan as well, which is even better. The further you go, the better. But in local communities, there's no one better, I think, we could partner with than Jamie and Les and everybody who's involved. They're just saving lives is, I mean, that's just unbelievable. You know, that's unbelievable. If you can have that impact in your community, if you can, you know, have a chance to save someone's life, then that's something that's incredible, right? And that's it. That's the words for the 23 Foundation today, is that they're incredible, and what they're doing with this donation is going to be incredible. And it leads on to communities like what we want to build with the Reds Digital Charity Project. Me and my team, all of us, my partners, we're so proud to be involved in this today with all of you, with the 23 Foundation. So thankful that Jamie's joined us on this, that we've been a small part of making this happen is a big source of pride for us. And when the Liverpool Disabled Supporters, the Liverpool Supporters Association tweeted the other day, I mean, the impact of that just in the fan base, when people reaching out to us saying, that's such an amazing cause, you know, what you're doing is superb. And I was just like, it's all the 23 foundations, you know, that's how they're going to help people with what we've donated. And then going on to your own community here, the Yummy community, $80,000 now that's going into Liverpool from you guys. I mean, that's again very incredible, and that's the people that are involved in this community that you guys have built. So not only the people working behind the scenes, but the people who are actually involved in donating. I mean, it doesn't get any more powerful than this, Corey. So exactly. Again, I'll reiterate, everyone that's involved here, Reds Coin, Reds Digital Charity Project wise, so proud to be involved, very proud to be a part of this. And thank you to all of you, Yummy and 23 Foundation, for letting us be a part of this and just working with us, giving us that chance to do this. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head with the level of pride. I could tell you now, within the Yummy community, the level of Liverpool and Reds Coin fans has definitely gone up after this. So this is just it's too cool. So again, pride goes both ways for sure. So Gags, thank you again, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
So we at Yummy are certainly very excited to partner with you guys and to see where this road takes us. So now, without any further ado, it is time for the main event, where we are going to donate $30,000 to the 23 Foundation. The Yummy team tells me they are ready to donate anytime. We will be donating to the wallet address created by the 23 Foundation for this exact event. The details of the address have been confirmed before this call and tested before, so we just need verbal confirmation from Jamie and Les that the address ends in 4EB2. Is that correct?
Just one sec, let me just check. 4EB2, that's correct.
Fantastic, thank you. So we will donate that amount now. It should arrive within a minute or so. Jamie, while we wait for the confirmation, I really wanted to ask you about last week's Euros 2020 final in England going out on penalties. I noticed you wrote about this in your Telegraph article, but it was behind a paywall. I was wondering if you'd elaborate on your personal experience of missing a penalty and how much you feel for these three players and the abuse that they've had. All of us in the Yummy community stand behind these players and really felt sorry, for what they're going through. So we were wondering if we can get, your insight in this.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do feel sorry for them, not in terms of actually missing the penalty, obviously what's come afterwards, and obviously the racial abuse that have been directed at the three players. I mean, when I missed a penalty, I never got too much criticism. I think other players before never got too much criticism. This is a completely different level what we're talking about now, the racism side of it. I mean, penalties, we could say they're a lottery, but it's a skill. And actually, Gareth Southgate's England have done particularly well at penalties up until this shootout, unfortunately. I mean, Italy didn't cover themselves in glory either, actually. So it was a bit of a shootout where the goalkeepers came out on top. But, I mean, my insight is from the fact of actually getting brought on as a substitute to take a penalty. And that's what happened to Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho. And I just think when you come on very late in the game, as happened to me, it just puts extra pressure on you. But it's not a criticism of the manager, because when you finish a game, you want the best penalty, kick takers you can have on the pitch. But I think it may have been similar for Sancho, and to me that I think it may have been Sancho's first touch, and I didn't touch the ball when I came on. So my first touch was taking a penalty. I think Rashford got a couple of touches or made a couple of tackles because he went to right back, would you believe, because of the players that had came off. So it's not an ideal situation. You'd love to get a few touches of the ball, but listen, it's high level football. You have to make decisions, and the manager wanted his best penalty takers on the pitch. And Rashford is normally so good on penalties. I remember a big pressure one he took for Manchester United in Paris a couple of years ago in the Champions League, very late in the game as well. He really delivered that time, and I was just so shocked when he missed, really, because so often he hits the back of the net. But they'll have great support. They've now got great support. I think the country's now got behind them. But, there's, a minority of idiots on social media. We know that all ourselves day in, day out. But this is obviously, it takes it to another level when the racism gets involved. And it's a huge problem at this moment, not just within football, but within the country, within the world, really. And these people, or these players, have done so much for racism themselves in terms of highlighting it, and not just this, things that they've got involved in off the pitch. I'd mentioned Raheem Sterling as well, even though he wasn't involved in the penalties. But what these young footballers are doing in our country, we can only be proud of them. Not just what they're doing on the pitch, but also what they're affecting off the pitch. They're taking on the government, basically, and winning. And that they're playing a huge role, basically, not just for football, for people in this country.
Absolutely. And I think the Yummy community and us, we all thought about, it wasn't, again, I think you hit it. You think you're 100% correct. It wasn't just about they missed the penalty. It's the aftermath of that and the racism that's just not needed. And they are not the only ones that have ever experienced that. And again, our thoughts go out to those players, because it's just not needed. But either way, thank you so much for your insights, and thoughts on that. We really appreciate it coming from someone such high level commentary on the sport. So it seems the donation has gone through, and all is well. Jamie, Les, Gags, thank you so much for joining our Yummy stream today. It was great to have you, and we at Yummy are absolutely honored to be able to work again with your foundation and with the Reds digital charity coin. We wish you all the best in your charity endeavors.
Thank you.
Thanks, Corey. Really appreciate it. And the funds will get distributed ASAP. We'll be on the case as soon as we possibly can and get those defibrillators, spread out across the Merseyside region as much as we possibly can. So thank you. Really appreciate what you've done and the help you've given the 23 Foundation.
Absolutely. And thank you. Thank you all again for being here. Thank you for allowing us to partner with you as well. We could not be more excited. Our community could not be more excited. And again, it's for a great cause. But either way, this has been Corey from the Yummy stream and the Yummy community. We want to thank everyone for joining us today. I hope you all have a great day. Be safe and see you again soon.
Thank you.